What's up? Back again with another video, and today we're gonna be doing a lot of cardio. So it's upper body day. We're still gonna lift. It's, let's see, 10 p.m. Kind of late right now, but we're gonna lift, jump on the bike. Gotta go 45 minutes today, so a longer ride, longer lift. I said I want to get better at sleep, but man, the time just goes, and I'm still gonna sleep late. It's weird how things work. But today I got a ride because had lunch with a friend, had people over for Bible study, and we all got to eat together. And so now I'm looking at the calories, going, if I want to cut this weight, let me get this work in. And so, yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today. And I wanted to say, I was somebody had mentioned, like, don't you feel weird putting this content out and you're kind of at the beginning of the journey? And no, what I think about that is, like, right, like I'm not where I want to be yet, just workout wise and numbers wise, and the weight's lighter than I would like, right? Obviously I want to be stronger, but no, I am, what I said was, I am too out of shape to care. You know, I am too far behind what I want, where I want to be, to really care about what anybody else thinks. And that's one thing I would say to you. Like, if you're letting other people stop you from, like, doing the thing you want to do because you're worried. Say you go to the gym. You don't want to go to the gym because, man, you don't want to go there so out of shape or anything like that. Like, bro, forget about those people. They don't care about your goals. They don't care about what you're doing. You're in such a precarious, is that a word? Precarious situation that you cannot afford to care about what people think. And I think that that's when your mindset changes. Like, you can't care what people think. You can't care if people are gonna be like, oh, it's so weird, you're out of shape, whatever. Who cares? And I have honestly lived a lot of my life early on when I was younger, middle school, high school, college, and college started to wane, caring what people think. And kind of in college, as the God kind of worked on me, you know, I stopped caring what people think. I stopped caring what people think about me and living and dying by the opinions of other people. And I think that that's where you have to be. So even like the content that I'm doing and the things I'm putting out, I do not care about what people think about it necessarily. I just enjoy seeing the process. And so for all of you guys who are there where you're worried about what people think, do not care. Doesn't matter where you're at. Do not care what people think. Don't let what people think. I'm not saying don't care at all what people think, because if you got good people in your life that love you and care for you, you should care what they think. But if you have a goal and the thoughts and opinions of other people are keeping you from your goal, and it's a good goal, then at that point, don't care what people think. Just get after it. And so, yeah, I'm pumped for today because it's not lower body, and because I ate some good food today. Yeah, so I feel like I got way more energy than yesterday. So I guess food helps. All right, let's go. All right, so just finished up the cardio. It was kind of long. How I get through cardio is sometimes I'll go scroll Facebook, Instagram, do all the social media, but I also listen to a lot of audiobooks, and I'm not trying to be a nerd. It's part of my job. Like, one of my jobs is I gotta read, and so that's where I do a lot of reading. And there's people that knock you for reading like that. There's people that knock you for that audiobooks are not a good way to get information. That reading is just where it's at. But think about it, as human beings, right? Most times before we had any writing, we had stories, and people would listen. And this is something I do want to say to those of you guys who would knock audiobooks. And I know that has nothing to do with this workout, but it's working out your brain. The smartest guys I ever had. So I went to a pretty good private school on the island, and there was this kid, and he used to sit in biology class. And he was younger than everybody else, and he was in my biology class. And I used to notice that he didn't have his book out, and he didn't have his notebook out. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And he said, bro, I just lock in. Like, he didn't use the word lock in. He didn't use the phrase lock in. That's something I'm using, but I'm paraphrasing what he said. And he said, I just lock in. And sometimes having a notebook in front of me and my textbook in front of me, that just like ruins it. So I just listen to what this guy says, and I'm listening better than you are. And I noticed that even when I got to college and was typing with my laptop because it's fancy, I noticed that I didn't really retain the information. Whereas if I just sat there and listened, I think I probably would have retained way more information. And then when I got to college, one of the other smartest guys I've ever met sat in class and just listened to the professor. But when he was listening, he was locked in completely. Whereas I would have a book in front of me and just be sketching and drawing stupid stuff, you know, just all kinds of silly things, drawing in my book or acting like I'm taking notes or just trying to be busy. Whereas I could have just been listening intently. And so I got through seminary listening to books this way, and it's how I receive information now. So all that said, let's get this upper body day, baby. All right, so remember I told you guys this band has been in the gym since I got the gym, since I got this rack, and that's really when the gym started, and I got the rack. But dude, I love these for like stretching, stuff like this, you know, like I hang it from the power rack and get a sturdy power rack, and bro, you can just like hit all kinds of different angles and stretch. So I've seen some people talk about stretching like with the broomstick and things like this and lean on it, but to me this is way better. You can hit all kinds of angles here, work out all kinds of flexibility for your shoulders. And remember, for those of you guys who are unaware, I have both surgically repaired shoulders in need of shoulder replacements. And my right one is really bad. Arthritis up the yin yang. I don't believe in yin and yang, by the way, but you know what I'm saying. It's just, so I gotta work it, you know? I just realized I'm gonna be in here for a while because upper body day, I gotta try and get some shoulder rehab, mobility stuff in. So, got to get that. But yeah, so this band, get yourself a good band, get a good power rack, get some stretches in. Whew. Let's get the shoulder mobility stuff going. And I'm just using the weight that I had on, and if you hear that whooshing sound, that's my washer. Garage gym problems. You own a garage gym and you don't have a lot of space. The garage gym is also half kids storage and washroom. So it is what it is, you know. Why not walking? Okay, I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking. Okay, your boy's feeling stronger. Let's go. Oh man, felt the wrist buckle a little bit. Okay. I just realized if I have to dump the weight, I'm gonna have to dump it right, because if I dump it left, it's gonna hit my tripod. And this is a Sockler tripod. This tripod is legit. And if I damage that tripod, I won't be able to afford to get another one. So, dump it right. Or hopefully I don't have to dump it at all. And if I dump it right, I still don't know how I'm gonna survive. But it's a problem with lifting outside the rack, not lifting with strap safeties or pin pipe safeties. You're just taking a risk. And I would highly suggest you don't take the risk. It's not worth it. Oh yeah. Okay. All right, that's more than last week. Let's go. I'm stopping. It is what it is. Ah, nah, can't stop. Can't stop. Hold on. Just a little bit more. Just so 10 kilos. So 11 kilos, I think this is. 11 pounds, I mean. 5 kilos, 11 pounds. I think, if my math is correct, which it could very well not be. So that was about 22 pounds. So with the 15 pounds, I take those off, put the 15s on. And this should be, so what I have on here, after taking the 5 kilos off and putting on the 15s, should be about 22, 8 pounds more. So 4 pounds more on each side. And yeah, why not? As Lizzie McGuire would say, why not do a crazy dance? Because if you lose the moment, you may lose a lot. So why not? Why not? Let's go. Focus, let's go, come on. All right, we're gonna hit 315 in no time. Let's go. But there, now I gotta stop. Now I gotta stop. While I'm ahead, just stop. Just gotta stop. All right, let's go. Oh, don't worry, my feet are firmly on the ground, but I'm just doing the movement and pushing up just a little bit. So, when you're doing these kinds of things and you're building back up, I'm just gonna say, you know what you're doing. So for me, I know that I gotta lean as much as I can. And like I said, it feels terrible on my shoulder, but just put a little bit of weight into it and push up, because I don't have a machine. I don't have a dip machine. I don't have a assisted, dip machine either, or the push down machines, So I have this and I spot myself. And this is kind of where you gotta start when you're starting from ground zero. So that's what I'm doing. And like I said, I don't care. Like no one cares about your progress more than you. And so the guys who would say like, oh, what the heck, what are you doing? Like, that's ridiculous what you're doing. Look at that, you're posting little stupid dips and they're assisted. Yeah, right now, they're assisted right now. And the hope is that I keep building from here and eventually they won't be assisted. Eventually I'll be doing dips with one finger, but not right now. I gotta build. So I'm gonna keep saying it. When you're building, don't worry about what everybody else thinks. You know, just build. Just do what you gotta do. Whew. That's work for me. Let's go. All right, onto the rows. So, one of the things I want to say is, you're going to see me doing the same exercise. You might be thinking, for all 7 of you guys who watch the videos, that I'm doing the same exercises as I did last week. And that's true. So kind of how I'm setting this up is, I'm going to be doing the same exercises for about a month, just because I got to get stronger in each and every one of them. And then I'm going to switch it up next month. Do the same set of exercises for 4 weeks and then switch it up again. So going through 3 cycles. And so that's covering 3 months. And I'm hoping that at the end of that, I'm much stronger, much more able to lift, and then I can see where we go from there. But we're gonna try and get stronger in each of these really basic lifts. So that's why I'm doing the same thing. If I keep switching it up, I feel like I won't master these little basics, so that's why I'm doing these. Let's go. That's it. That's it for her. Do the hard thing until the hard thing becomes the easy thing. Or do the hard thing before the easy thing becomes the hard thing. That's where I'm at. Easy things became hard because I refused to do the hard things when they were easy. Or easy things become hard when you refuse to do the hard things. So do the hard thing until that hard thing becomes the easy thing. Michael Scott. Okay. Call it a day. All right, so workout done, upper body day done, hour of cardio done, and I feel good. I feel good. Later than usual. Not later than, actually, late as usual. But it was a good day today, and one of the things that I wanted to say, I hear a lot of people talking about if your friends aren't there for you, they're not on the same, they're not supporting your goals, you should leave them, ditch them, they're not your friend. And if that's you, then that's you. But what kind of friend are you? Like if that was you, I don't want you in my life anyway. But if you want to be a good friend, I would say you have your goals. But like for me, like an example. Today I wanted to have a drink with my friend at lunch. I was meeting with him, chatting with him. I want to spend time with him. I also know that on Tuesday night I got family friends coming over and for our Bible study, and so we're gonna fellowship and I'm gonna eat with them. I don't want to be the guy being like, "Oh, I don't eat that," and you're not supporting my goals. None of that. So what I do is I get after it an hour longer because I wanted to have a drink and I wanted to eat, and I put in a little bit more work. I watch what I eat during the day, try to minimize so that I can be there with my people, be there with my friends, be there with the people that actually care about me. And I want to be a good friend. I want to be an enjoyable person to be around. And so just because you're chasing your goals, doesn't mean that you got to be a bummer about it. I see a lot of people like that. Like, I'm all about my goals. And if you're all about your goals and that's you, man, and all you can think of is your own goals, what kind of friend are you? And I know that that's not the sentiment on here. That's not the sentiment I see from a lot of people that are out there chasing their goals, but that's me. I want to enjoy my life. I want to enjoy my people. I want to enjoy fellowship. I want to enjoy my friends. And so put in work elsewhere, eat less elsewhere so you can feast with your friends. And so that's me. Other than that, I feel like the workout went pretty well. I feel good. I feel like I got excited. I hit more weight on the bench, kind of more weight everywhere else. So I feel like I'm making improvements. Just sticking to the process, sticking to the workout plan, sticking to the consistency, and I'm hoping that we'll see results. And I don't even think it's a hope. Like you know that if this continues, man, we're gonna keep improving. But that's the thing, man. I hope you're out there getting it. I hope you're out there making it happen. And don't let anything stop you. At the same time, don't be a jerk about the things that you're going after. If I can't bring the people that have been with me like up or like encourage them or build them up, like, man, what kind of person are you? If you get to another level and then you got to leave everybody behind. For me personally, that's not the kind of person I serve. I serve someone who went to the top and brought all his people with him, and through humility, through lowering himself. And that's what you got to do. That's what you got to be. The other thing I was thinking about, just as a point of wisdom, is you gotta work hard when no one's looking. You gotta work hard when no one's around. You gotta work hard when people don't see. You gotta put in the work, and that might mean late hours. That might mean you're eating dirt for a little bit, but it'll all be worth it. It's all worth it in the end. As long as you're not sacrificing the most important things. And the most important things, sorry to say, are not your gains. It's not any of that. The most important thing is that your circle, especially if you're a man, you got a circle of people that you're called to take care of. You got a family to take care of. You got people around you to take care of. If you don't have your own family, you come from a family, and as difficult as it might be, you got to love and take care of that circle and that family. Because if not you, then who else? Who else is going to take care of them? So that's what you got to do. That's what you got to be. I'm hoping to keep this all going. Keep getting in here. Keep getting after it. I feel like, time went by fast today. A lot faster than yesterday. It might be because I'm well fed though. I think that really helped. Yeah. And by the way, if you can and you are able, if you could like this video, if you could subscribe, if you could comment, just interact with it, with the content, that would be much appreciated. Because yeah, I'm hoping that a little bit of my story and letting you in on kind of the ground level of what's happening and what I'm doing, I'm hoping that this could be, an encouragement to somebody out there, that you're not going to start at the top. You're not going to, that's not how this thing works. And everybody that likes it to seem that, life comes easy to them, but life is hard. Doing this, like what I'm doing, it's hard. For me personally, like for other people, this would be candy. This is, duck soup, as we say. But for me, this is hard because I haven't been doing it. And if you're where I'm at, I just want to admit, like, this stuff is hard. Getting in here is hard. Recording this video is hard, but only because this hasn't been the thing that I'm doing. But my hope is, as we keep doing this, it becomes easy. And for you, if you're out there and you got to take the first step, the hardest step is the first step. But nothing is harder. Like, nothing will be more, nothing will cause more difficulty in your life than not taking the necessary step that you need to take, whatever that step is. If you're in the working out space, like I'm doing right now, then the first workout's going to be the hardest. But what's going to cause more hardship for you is not doing that first workout. You know what I mean? And then not doing the second one, and then not doing the third one. And so you got to do that, the hard step right now. You got to take that step. And as you take the step, it becomes a lot easier. Like, I feel like 3 weeks ago, I couldn't even fathom that I'd be working out like this. Couldn't even fathom. But 3 weeks have gone by, like, there have been 3 weeks that have gone by of working out, and 6 pounds down. And if I didn't do this, then I'd still be wondering, what is it like? I'd still be wondering, can I do it? I'd still be 6 pounds heavier. And so you have to take that first step, and you can't care about what other people think. So for anything, like, if you like, taking photos, posting them on Instagram, but you are worried, I don't know if people are gonna like it, bro, they're gonna hate it. Just post it anyway, and you'll improve, and made me think of something else, which is, again, I think I said it earlier, but you can't care what people think. Especially people who have no stake in your life. You can't let the fear of criticism or the fear of being the butt of other people's jokes stop you from doing the thing that you need to do, if it's good for you. And so don't let that stop you. Don't let that block you. For one, people care so little about what you're doing, honestly, that they're not even thinking about the things that you think they're thinking about. They could care less. And then as you start to do well, then they start to care about, and knocking you down. But that's good, that's good. And so don't let it stop you, man. Post your stuff, put your stuff out, and we'll get this together. Let's go.